Hey there, guys, it's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this live today. I'm super excited because tonight I'm going to share some of my favorite lessons of the year. And I know that what I'm going to share is going to absolutely support you. And then I'm also going to share a great opportunity for us to work together, something that I've never offered before, but I know it'll support many of you in moving into your new year with results and with the business that you desire. And I'm so excited to share that. So, I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant. And I got started in my company over 20 years ago. And I had this vision that somehow I could take my background as a corporate trainer and my systems, my knowledge, and to package it into a high ticket product on or offline. Now, here was my problem. Wasn't exactly sure what that would look like. And maybe that's you from where you sit right now. I mean, you know that you're smart and you're sharp and that you're great at what you do, but you're not quite sure how could you take your background and put it in a structure you can monetize. Well, that was me years ago. Fast forward, I've had the opportunity to build an amazing business and to coach thousands of women around the world and help them to take their knowledge and put it in a systematic structure that's profitable, monetizable, scalable, and it's changed their lives. And many of my clients have had the opportunity to work from the comfort of their home. Many of them have renegotiated the way that they earn. They now, instead of trading time for dollars, they've learned new and powerful ways to be able to build their business on leverage. So if that's you and you have any interest in that, you're in the right place. Now, tonight, I'm going to teach very simply. I'm going to just share some lessons that I have encountered over the years that have made me all the difference for me. And specifically, I'm going to focus on 2022 because I have had an amazing year and some incredible ahas. And I think when we stand on the shoulders of others, it makes all the difference, right? I would love to know who's in the room. Tell me who you are and where you're from, and who you are and where you're from. I'd love to know if you're here. And even if you're watching the replay, I want to know like who's in the room tonight, and so that I can see how I can support you 100% and where you're from 100%. So here's the thing. Lessons. I think every year we all have incredible lessons, things that we learn that make all the difference. And if we can see the lesson, and life is always teaching us, we have to be in a position where we can receive whatever the lesson is. So today I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I just shared some of my top lessons so far? The year obviously isn't over, but I've got some really great ones. And the first one is that you can do what you intention if you do the work. So my first lesson is you can achieve, you can do, you can manifest the intentions that you desire if you're willing to do the work. And while this sounds like really obvious, here's the secret sauce with this. I realized for myself that everything that I wanted to create in my business that I've created, that has come to fruition, did not come because I wrote it on a vision board, didn't come because I just had dreams or had goals or I talked to my friends about it or had an accountability partner. The things that I've realized, the intentions that I set, only happened because I was highly actionable around the work to make those things happen. And so I want you to think about what you want to create over the next couple of weeks as you enter the new year or wherever you are in the new year. I want you to think about it. Like, are you doing the work? And I see a lot of people like to do the fun stuff, but they don't want to do the things that really make a difference. So let me just talk about that for a minute. I had a dream to do television. I always wanted to do TV in some way, and I didn't have a background, a significant media background, anything like that. So one of the first things that I did was invest in a video camera, and I used to practice on that video camera all the time when there was no audience. Literally play the remote and practice and practice and practice and practice. I did it when no one was looking, and when the opportunity happened for me to get signed to the Ricky Lake show, right, as the mom strategist, I was ready. Or when I got signed to the Emmy nominated nationally syndicated show America Now, show, I was ready because I had already been practicing. So I want you to understand that, like, one of my biggest lessons, and I see this among my clients who do the work all the time, is that whatever it is that you intention, you can have it if you're willing to have the practice of the implementation of doing the work, because that's really what allows us to achieve our goals. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting this right? Like, it's super important because I think a lot of times people think only of the big picture, what they want to create, but they don't think of who they need to become in order for them to realize the goals that they want. I always thought about my goals in that way, like, who do I need to become? Like, how do I need to change? What kind of investments do I need to make? How do I need to show up in order for me to be ready for this, or know that I'm ready psychologically and otherwise, right? Because sometimes we have opportunities in front of us that we don't feel ready for because we haven't done the work. And I tell my clients all the time, like, there literally is a layer of opportunity around you that you can't see, and you can't see it until you do that work that's congruent. Are you in that place? Number two, my second biggest lesson is that results is where it's at. And we have had such a huge year of results. My coaching clients, they do the work, I show up, and they are the implementers, the action takers. They're the ones that are the heroes in the truest sense, because they put in the work and they trust the process that I share with them, that many of them have never ever experienced in their lifetime, of going from selling maybe something for $100 per client to charging high ticket 2,500, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand or more. And I say this because, results is where it's at. And one of the things that they're able to see when they create results for others is that it becomes a lot easier to sustain the business that they're in. It becomes a lot easier for them to demonstrate that they are the obvious choice for their clients. So I think that's really important. If you are in a business and you aren't focusing on the client results, that's what you want to do. All right. Ultimately, I'm not interested ever in selling people things just to sell you things. And you can see from all the countless testimonials that we have, we create results. And the reality is that if you create results for clients, you'll always have an endless conveyor belt of people who come to you over and over again, who will stay with you over the course of your lifetime because they're getting results. I was just talking to a client today, and when I met her, she wasn't even charging, actually, and she just closed her first deal for over $150,000. That's a huge result. I think last year she did her first deal for $90,000. Here's a person that wasn't selling anything, but brilliant and amazing, right? And then learned and trusted the process and did the work on herself so that she could show up and step into the opportunities that are available to her. Now I'm talking about her, but I want you to think about you. Who do you need to become? What do you need to do? What do you need to read? Who do you need to work with in order for you to realize the kind of goals that you desire? And the opportunity that's easy for you, low-lying fruit. A lot of times we just make things hard because of not doing the work, of not making those investments, and not, quite frankly, having the belief in ourselves that the things that we see that are big, that are tall, that they're available to us, but they are. And I hope that there's something that I'm saying to you that really resonates. So my first lesson is that you can do what you intention, but you've got to do the work. And I only work with action takers, because dreamers, hopers, wishers, that's not how it works. You actually have to do the work. You got to do something. Number two, results is where it's at. And if you have an ability to create results for others, you can be properly compensated for that ability. And if you don't know how to do that, then check out the Giant Experience Master Training. I'll post the link here for you, because it is literally the first step where I show people how to take their knowledge and their background, their education, and how to put it in a structure that they can monetize. Number three, um, owning your greatness is the way that you live fulfilled. So what am I talking about? Like, I was talking about owning your bigness or owning your greatness, not from an ego perspective, but the truth of the matter is, when you know that you've got a secret sauce and you can create results for others, you know that it's something that you do that's really good. The only reason that someone's going to want to work with you is because of your belief. and in yourself? Like, would you ever go to a dentist and you said, "Hey, have you ever pulled a tooth?" And they're like, "Well, I'm kind of good at it." You would never do that, right? And you got to think about your skills and your talents from the exact same way. There are people who want to work with you, and they'll only work with you because you are able to own what is good about your process. Now, here's the conflict. The conflict is that likely growing up or the worlds that you've been a part of, you've had people that have said when you talk about what it is that you do, they've got labels and tags associated with it, like you're being braggadocious or you're egotistical or anything like that. But the only reason that someone's going to want to work with you or be attracted to you in your marketing is because you tell the truth. And I teach my clients how to tell the truth. Like, to me, that's the best way to market. I always market directly from my heart, to my clients. Like, I am only going to share with you what I've done personally and what I do for my clients the same way. I share with them what I've done, and the reason they create significant success, and I can say significant, is because I can back it up. And I can back it up with proof that's old. I can back it up with proof that's new and ongoing, because if you're great at what you do, it happens over and over and over again. You guys agree? Okay. Are you getting this? If you're getting this, okay, I want you to write, "I'm getting this." All right. Because I wanted just to share simply today, like, the lessons that I've had over the course of this year. And I've had so many really great and incredible lessons. And I thought, I want to share with you so you can stand on my shoulders. Maybe there's something that I'm sharing that you can use and that can make all the difference for you. Number four, you have to understand that jealousy and hateration is desire. All right, so let me break this down. Jealousy and hateration is desire. So what am I talking about? If you're good at what you do, you're gonna have people who envy you, who are jealous of you, who copy you, who attempt to diss you, whatever it is, right? It's just part of it. And you got to understand that jealousy and envy is desire. I'll speak of it this way. I know I had two cats, my husband and I, my family, and we're not really cat people. All right. So, like, if you had a cat, and the cat could be gorgeous, gorgeous white cat, one blue eye, one green eye, beautiful fluffy fur. And because I don't desire a cat, I would acknowledge the fact that you like the cat, but it wouldn't create desire for me to want a cat because I don't have a desire for it. Well, think about this as it relates to jealousy. The only reason that someone can be jealous, envious of you, or copy you is because they desire you. Okay. And if you've never thought of it this way, this is a really great way to think about those individuals out there in the world who see you out there being brilliant and amazing, and they justify or are entitled to feel that they can take what you do, copy what you do, be you. But no one can be you. The truth of the matter is you are you. And the people who want to work with you want to work with you because you're brilliant, you're amazing, and you're authentic. I think the quickest way to insecurity is copying others and not understanding the power that exists inside of you to be all of who you are. And when I wake up every single day, one of my greatest practices is say, "Thank you, God, for this life." And I'm so grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my skill set. I'm grateful for my abilities. And I hope that you are also. Each and every one of us, we have been bestowed with unique talents and skills. So what a disservice to think that what somebody else has is greater than what's been planted on the inside of you. But a lot of times we become misdirected because maybe you didn't get hugged enough, loved enough, kissed enough. You know what I mean? Maybe along the way, your own belief, you didn't do the work on yourself. And as a result of that, you believe that what somebody else has is so much higher than what you have inside of yourself. And I hope that there's something that I'm sharing in this lesson about the people in your world that you've come upon who are jealous of you, who hate you, who dish you. You got to understand it's all love. They're in love with you. I could never want something I don't desire. I don't want a cat. Okay. I don't care how cute your cat is. I don't care. It wouldn't matter. I don't desire a cat. So it has no value for me at all in my life. And so I hope that helps somebody. Number five, only work with people who want it. That's one of my greatest lessons this year is, and I only work with people who want it. It's so much easier. It's like playing, right? So when you look at, sometimes I feel like what we do, we're like Motown, right? Hit after hit after hit after hit, meaning clients just create results after results after results after results. And the question is like, how does this happen over and over again? Like, is it the marketing? Is it the webinar? Is it a certain email? No, I only work with people who want it. I work with people who they want authenticity. Faith is very important to them. They're highly actionable. They're at the top of their game. They need true systems at work. They need consultation that is specific to them, and they want it. And they're willing to do whatever they need to do to realize the goals. And I don't know if this is you or not, but I hope that in hearing this, that you understand, like in your business, never work with the people that are optional, that are on the fence, that can't make a decision, because that's how they'll show up in the business, right? With whatever you're teaching them. I only want to work with people who are action takers, go getters, and go givers, people who love doing the work and want to see what that looks like in action. All right. And if you decide on that in your business, I can tell you that it'll change everything for you. Okay. And I hope that helps you. Okay. Number six, you got to understand that peace is a result. Peace, your peace, PEACE, okay, is a result. And lean in the direction of that, and what I use as my own personal litmus test for peace is intuition. We've got a body has so many cells, right? And so you want to lean into how something makes you feel. All right. And we all have it. Like literally, how like somebody walks in a room or, energetically, you're like, wow, powerful person I need to know. Or you get the creeps, the heebie jeebies, or whatever it is, right? Or there's an opportunity and it's a yes, but it's a no, and you're not, right? So what I'm telling you is that your body is always talking to you. And that peace is a result, your peace. And making sure that you surround yourself with people who allow peace to exist in your life. That could be your team. That could be, obviously relationally, your friends. Obviously, in terms of for those of you who are married, that is equally important. Making sure that you co-create an environment for yourself that allows peace to exist for you. It's just one of the greatest lessons that I have. I believe it's the reason that I'm as creative as I am. Peace is a priority for me. It's not a negotiable. It's not optional. It's just something that I have to have, and it is a result. And if you are in your life and you're looking at your life and you're like, I know that there is more for me, but you're not really sure how to get there, really ask yourself a different question, which is like, how can I see more peace in my life every day? So I like to get up and, and I like my day, set intentions, state gratitude for my life, for waking up, for my gifts, for my talents, for my family. And then I like to start my day doing what I absolutely love to do, right? And that's, I love the work that I do. I love doing that. I love working with people who are highly actionable people, who are high intention, high integrity people, which is what I get to do. I love co-creating with them. And for me, there's peace in being able to align my talents in a way that's congruent with my ideal clients. And I'm just talking to some of you guys because maybe in your business, you're working with people and you're like, this is not a fit. These folks are driving me crazy. I'm not saying you say it, you're saying this. But if you've ever said this, maybe, just maybe, it's because you haven't prioritized your peace. And it's very important. All right, number 7. All right, and do what you love any way that you like. Okay, and it doesn't matter who understands, right? So do what you love any way that you like. Now, let me just tell you this, and this is like my truth, one of my biggest lessons. Um, a lot of you guys know in January of this year, I made a commitment to myself and I publicly stated it. I said, I'm on a vacation alone 45 days this year by myself. And I also am going to vacation with my family no less than 30 days, right? Over the course of the year, which, we did like maybe 60 days. Okay. So why am I saying this? Do what you love, okay? No matter do what you love. Step into that idea that you have. We as a family, we love vacation. We love being together. We love, doing stuff. And I love going to me time dates. I wrote my first book like 15 years ago about making time for yourself as a mom. And I started with 90 minutes a week and moved into 1 day, 2 days alone, and then 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days. And what I found was that I found myself on that journey. And this might not be the journey for every single person, but I know for me, it's been the source of inspiration. It's where my best ideas come from when I'm able to hear myself think. Equally, I work and talk for a living. When I'm working, I talk for a living, right? So I like to have that time where I'm not committed to dialogue with anyone. So vacationing alone allows me to do that. And I'm not feeling like I have to plan anything for anyone. I'm just taking care of myself and giving myself all of what I need. Do what you love and do it the way that you love to do it, And I remember when I told, my parents, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. It's like 45. That's like almost 2.5 months, right? That's not your dream. It's my dream. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm just going to step into it. And there's something to be said with for sharing your dreams, making sure you share your dreams with people who really understand those dreams. Not everybody can understand where you are. And sometimes we feel so judged by those big dreams that we shrink them down, or we don't state them, or we don't go for them because we're trying to appease everybody else in our life who really don't have dreams that are congruent to you and your heart and your goals. And I have found that my dreams have been the greatest desire for me to do more, to serve more, to grow who I am. To be better at what I do. And I think you'll find that to be true for you as well. So I wanted to share with you tonight, just some of my biggest lessons for the year. And I'll just recap real quick. One, you can do what you intention if you do the work. Work happens like you realize your goal from doing the work, not from dreaming or writing it down or having some great vision board. Okay. Number two, results is where it's at. Whatever you're doing, whether you're in a coaching program, you're doing the work, creating work for, clients, you want to be results focused. And when you do that, you're positioned in a way that allows people to be attracted to work with you forever. And it's just true because your clients are getting results over and over again. You don't have to hype them around it. Number three, um, owning your greatest dream is what will fulfill you. And I see this all the time because I see women who live in quiet desperation. They know that there's more for them, but they are afraid to go for that big thing. I know I called you out. But the thing is like going for that greatest dream is what's going to fulfill you. And if you think about running a business, if it's what you really want, you'll fight for it. But if it's not what you really want, it doesn't fulfill your soul by doing the work, you won't fight for what you're doing, even when things get hard. And running a business, sometimes things are hard, sometimes the things are amazing, but sometimes things aren't. And I find that doing something that fulfills your soul, right, your heart's desire, greatest desire, is the thing that keeps you going over and over and over again. I've never in 20 years ever just thought like this is not for me, right? Like and I just love it. Number four, I shared that jealousy is desire. That you can't be jealous or experience hateration from someone if they don't desire you or what's in you or who you are, right? Because I can't desire something that I don't want. Okay. I don't want a cat. I don't care how cute your cat is, right? But I don't desire a cat. So it doesn't matter what the cat looks like. So when you're dealing with people who outright are jealous of you, you got to understand, and who have hateration, who lie on you, who are false in their narrative, they're jealous. Okay. And a lot of times they're jealous because they desire you. In my case, I find they desire my results. They desire my integrity. They desire my authenticity. They desire those things, right? and the fact that I do the work, right? So that's really important. Number five is that only work with people that want it in your business. For those of you who are in business, only work with people that really want it. And if you work with people that don't want it, they're going to frustrate you and you're going to feel like you're in the wrong business. I work with people that want it. And I'm not interested in working with somebody that wants me to wake them up and to set their alarm clock and tell them it's time to, you know what I mean? Like, let's get going. All right. I work with people who are highly actionable. They see that they want the change. They're investors. They're proactive in the solutions they desire. Number six, understand that peace is a result. And I think sometimes as entrepreneurs, we never think about peace and the importance of it. But it's very important. Like my clarity, my concentration, my creativity are all in alignment and congruent with my peace. And that's really important. So if you haven't really thought about that and you're like, I'm all over the place, right? Really get yourself to a place where you don't have to be all over the place. That's a choice. And really start looking at how you can add more peace to your life, your environment, your relationships, your strategies, or whatever it is, right? Okay. Number seven, do what you love in any way that you like do what you love, right? So I love playing outside of the lines. I love playing outside of the box. I love doing what I want to do when I want to do it, like being here and in my office and working the way I want to work. Like I just want to. And I have these unconventional thoughts all the time about how I want to live and how I want to work, and I just step right into them, even if there aren't other people who are living that way or working that way or understand what it is. But just understand that sometimes we have to lead from the front. Do it the way that you feel in your gut. It's meant to, right? And understand that that is that's your guidance. That's your inner guidance and your intuition that's telling you, like, come on, you can do this. And I've never regretted it. I remember 20 years ago making that decision to work from home, and I was working from home when everybody, for the most part, the majority of the world was always working, right? Like commuting to work. And so my car would be at home, my husband's car is at home. And people just didn't understand that. We've always been very unconventional around how we worked. And I'm so grateful that we did what we loved any way that we liked. And sometimes you're not going to get approval. You're not going to get people to understand because they're doing it in the conventional ways. And in fact, I love to observe the masses and do the opposite. All right. So that's what I have to share with you as it relates to my lessons. And then I also said part two, I have a surprise. So if you want to know the surprise, I want you to write, what is the surprise? Okay. And I'll share it with you. So I'm so excited because I think many of you guys know I've hosted my master training for, a little over 2 years. And we've had hundreds of women literally come through the doors of the Giant Experience Master Training online. And it's an epic event. My clients have made multiple millions of dollars. Many of my clients have gone from selling things for $50 or $100 an hour per client to learning for the very first time how to package their knowledge for $2,500 or $1,000. I mean, $10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000 or $100,000 or more per client. There is this thing, right? So, what I decided to do in this season, let me see if I can do a screen share. Let me see if I have it up here. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. All righty. Um, all right, I'm gonna share my screen, okay? All right, so I am gonna share with you the Giant Experience Master Training, okay? So it is my life's work. Literally, I teach you how to package your knowledge into a high ticket service on or offline. Again, hundreds of women have come through the Giant Experience Master Training, and they've created amazing results. I mean, Diana, within just 9 weeks, closed a $144,000 contract. Audra, within 3 weeks, closed 48,000. Michelle closed over $45,000 in contracts. And it goes on and on and on. And, you know, and I teach my clients over the course of the 45-day access that they have, many different ways to think about leveraging their knowledge in many ways that they've never thought of before. And so it's typically for someone that wants to take their wealth of knowledge and package it, right? And they have an ability to create results for others, but they don't know how to monetize it. And they might not even know what the structure is, right? Like maybe you want to build, launch, and scale your business. You've already got a product, but you don't know how. It's so low ticket that you can't see how you could scale it. Or maybe you want some kind of turnkey process so that you won't waste your time and your money. And you also want to see proof from the person that you're getting the course from so that like, is this real? Because you know how people just tell you all kinds of stuff that they do, but they can't back it up. Well, we back up everything that we do. So I decided to offer bundles for the Giant Experience Master Training, and there are two bundles. So the Giant Experience Master Training in and of itself includes a 45-day access to 10 hours of training that you get instant access to, and you learn the models and the structure and the process to package your knowledge, even if you don't have a product. And you learn how to offer your services like coaching and consulting, licensing, training, etc. You learn how to attract clients that will pay you premium products. You learn how to sell authentically, and you learn simple funnels to the 4 steps on how to sell what you know how to do. But you also get to join me live for 2 days of live online accelerated coaching, and it's about 13 hours. So it's Saturday and Sunday, December 3rd and 4th. And I answer any question that you have, your direct questions around how to take what you want to do and put it into structure and how to monetize it. And it's pretty powerful because for a lot of my clients, for the very first time, they've never had someone actually give them some ideas of what this could look like. And it's laser coaching, hot seats, all of that. And you get an implementation and accountability guide. You get some bonus trainings on how to protect your IP. You get to see what my clients are sharing as it relates to, how this has really made a difference for them. The modules in the training cover the following: how to package your services at the highest level. And, you get rid of these old models of just doing things for free or no fee or giving away all of your intellect. And instead, I teach my clients, because you are an expert at what you know how to do, how should you sell it from the very beginning? I've never introduced selling what I do for low ticket or doing challenges or anything like that. Not to say that they won't work, but the fact of the matter is, it's just never been what I've done in my business, and it's not what I teach my clients. And they close big deals right away. I show them also how to price your transformation step by step. One of the biggest issues that people have is not knowing how to value what they do. And so I show you how to value what you do step by step, what you do, not by Google searching somebody else's prices or justifying copying somebody's funnel. It's what people are paying you based on your value and your transformation, and it has a significant and distinct value. And then I show you how to position yourself as the obvious choice. And when you do that, competition is irrelevant. I mean, people are going to work with you because because you have the ability to create results for them, and they're seeking those results. And I know that certainly my clients that work with me, that have sought me out, many have been on my list for a year, 2 years, or whatever, or shorter. They sought me out because of the kind of person that I am and the lifestyle that I have. And module 4 is how to find buyers in any market. You can be amazing at what you do, but if you do not know how to find buyers, guess what? There's no profit in your business. So I introduce a really simple sales process that I use. It's not salesy at all, and a really simple sales script that has helped my clients over and over again to be able to close and pitch and sell. These are just a few of the testimonials of the women who I've had the opportunity to work with. And, the master training is for you if you have a knowledge and expertise that creates results for others. And if you're aspiring to be a coach or consultant, a trainer, a curriculum creator, or you want to license your expertise, and if you create amazing results for others in your workplace and you want to know step by step how to monetize it for you. And if you dream of living a life filled with time freedom, doing what you love, it's absolutely for you. All the models I teach are based on how I built my business with the time rich model. And if you want a full solution to show you exactly what to do to build a profitable and scalable business in 45 days, it's for you. Now, and if you love being in a community with women, your own ambition level and above, it is for you. And if you're investment minded, it's for you, right? So I posted the link for the Giant Experience, but if you recall, I mentioned that there's some bundles, right? So it's like, Mia, what are you talking about? The Giant Experience Master Training is $24.97 for what I just mentioned. But I don't do Black Friday specials, right? But I am offering a bundle, right, for you so that you get even additional value in addition to what I just shared with you, the course of the 45-day access to the 10-hour course in the 2 days live masterminding with me on Zoom, right? You don't have to get a plane. You can just do this from your home and get tons of value. I bonus you um, my course, Giant Life and Results video training series. And that's about 750 videos where you can plug and play what you want. You want to write a book without picking up a pen, you just click on the video and you watch it. All right. And you get access to that training. You also get access to the training on how to build a six-figure business from your home with what you know. It's a pretty amazing training course that'll show you how to do and build a business from the comfort of your home or anywhere that you choose. It's what I know how to do. It's the only thing that I've done in this business. And then you also get the course on the business solution systems, which is a great 4-hour training that teaches you how to run the back end of your business using outsourcing, what needs to be in place in order for you to run operationally a really great online business. And then you get our series package, high ticket services training series. And there are many different lessons in this. This is probably about 7 hours alone, how to sell high ticket services quickly, how to get started packaging your product, what freedom can look like, how to get coaching to work for you and why it hasn't worked, how to get top leads, what are you doing wrong to package and sell your knowledge, etc. And then I'm also bonusing a new training I'll be doing in January, live virtual on Zoom as well. And that will be an 8-hour training called the High Ticket Revenue Plan Immersive Training. Now, that's for those of you who are like me. You're going to help me create my product in the Giant Experience Master Training, and now help me set the goal of how I'm going to hit six figures. That's all we're going to talk about. How you're going to do it. I'm going to help you build your plan so you're not confused about how are you going to hit six figures. One focus. So it's only for you if you want to hit six figures for sure. So that's bundle one. So much value, right? You get 90 days, not just 45 days. Like in the Giant Experience, typically you get 45-day access. We doubled it for the bundle. 90-day access to the training, the 10 plus hours of training. You get 90-day access to the video series, 90-day access to the course on how to build a six-figure business from your home, and 90-day access to the business solution systems as well as high ticket training systems. And you get one ticket to the virtual training for the high ticket revenue program, right? So that bundle is worth $14,070. You save $11,573, and your price is just $2,497. So how cool is that? That's bundle one, right? Like, is that like the best, right? So um, that's bundle one. You have 6 days to claim it. I don't know why you would need 6 days. It's like amazing. I've never ever offered that before, but I said I had 2 bundles. So here's bundle number 2 for those of you who are like, well, what is that? Okay, let me tell you. Okay. Bundle number 2, I'm going to just click here. And if you go to the link that I provided you here in the comment section, you'll be able to click in at your own pace and go at your own pace, right? So you get the Giant Experience Master Training, which we've already discussed what's in it. But in addition to that, and everything that you saw before, everything you just saw, you get 1 year access to one of my courses called Profit Strategy. And the modules are get paid to create content, your retreat and event profit module, all right? And then you'll learn my 6-figure event formula, high-end client formula, and my client profitability blueprint, which will show you how to find clients that are investors, clients who want results. They're different kind of clients. And then you also get this, the Systematic Sales Method live event. I'm hosting in next year, February 25th, 26th. The you get to come to that as well. So that's an in-person event in Baltimore. So pretty cool. And I have never done anything like this ever in my whole life, right? So pretty cool. So I'm really excited to be able to provide so much value for you. And all you need to do to check it out on your own is um, all you need to do is go to the page that I posted here, right? So I'll post the link again. But is this awesome? Have you guys seen? You've never seen anything like this before, right? Like, I mean, like I've outdone myself, and my only goal was to really support you. This is the last giant experience of the year. And I know that I can support you if you're serious about taking what you do and packaging it and pricing it and selling it and running this business for the very first time, not as a side hustle, but as a business that can really either A, create a transition plan for you, or B, be an option, a full-time option for you. Many of my clients have become full-time entrepreneurs as a result of what the work we've done together. And I know that I can support you if you're willing to do the things that we talked about earlier today. Are there any questions or comments, ahas, or takeaways for what I've just shared tonight? Any ahas? Any takeaways? Okay, you don't just get to be here and not share. Okay, and if you're watching the replay, also, I would love to hear your ahas. I'd love to hear your takeaways. You can write them here so that we can comment. My goal this year is to support this upcoming year is to support 1,000 women with hitting that 6 and 7 figure mark. And it's absolutely possible. It's my mastery and my honor to be able to support women who are action takers, implementers, investors in themselves who grab it. And, you know, I will tell you that I just tried to put together bundles that would be so delightful for each and every one of you that it would be very difficult for you not to step into that for yourself. So, are there any questions, comments, ahas, or takeaways? Right, last call. Any ahas, comments, questions, or takeaways? What was something that I shared that that you heard and you're like, that was good, right? It supported you, you felt it, and my only goal when I come here is just to share from my heart something that I think will move you forward and make all the difference for you in your life and in your world, because you deserve the very best, right? So I want to thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere, but you are here, and I appreciate you for being here. And I look forward to speaking with you on Monday of next week. All right. I'll talk to you soon. All right. I always love how you always return to taking care of you. Oh, that's great. Like, I think that, Esteem, that when you take great care of yourself, that ultimately taking great care of yourself is what allows you to take better care of others. And I think one of the most selfish things ever is not to give people all of who you are, because you don't know who you are. So that's really important, right? We have to take that time for ourselves so we can get to know ourselves, and that's the only way that anyone can get all of who we are. And I know that for a fact. So that's really important. And that is a big part of my coaching as well, of teaching my clients, right? I've taken your giant class. Awesome. Okay. Esteem, what is your name? What's your name, right? Like, I know this is your handle. Okay. Okay. Phenomenal. So thank you. Yeah, awesome. I appreciate you. Okay, awesome. Um, okay. Oh, Joyce. Okay, okay. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, totally. You know, um, it's my honor. I do what I love to do. It's really important, right? Yeah, you took a break to fight breast cancer. That's right. Yes, that's right. And God's a healer, right? So we're all in agreement with you, right? So, um, are there any other questions or comments or anything else that someone wants to share? Anybody have any other ahas or takeaways before I sign off? I appreciate you for being here. Um, if you have a friend, or share this with a friend, right? Because this is a great opportunity for me to support women in being able to change the trajectory of their life in 2023 to hit 6 and 7 figures, right? And to be able to renegotiate the way that they earn. And it's my honor to do it. I love you. Have a great and amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.